Hello and welcome to this special edition of Football Planet here on your favorite channel, Africanews. It's me, your presenter, Michael Odhiambo Oduor. Now, there was a glamorous event in the heart of the Democratic Republic of Congo in Kinshasa when it hosted the 7th edition of the Night of African Football. The annual event that began in 2013 resumed this year in Kinshasa after a 2 years hiatus due to coronavirus. This year's theme was Sports, Peace and Development. And in attendance was Congolese Minister of Sports, Serge Konde, alongside sports journalists, former football players such as Jimmy Ajovi-Boko and Anthony Bafoué, as well as former coaches and experts from International Football Federation, FIFA. Take a look.
After 2 years without football because of the coronavirus, the Night of African Football was back in Kinshasa, giving a sudden rhythm to the capital of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Area code the Martyrs Stadium, where the former legends of the continent once again took to the turf against those of the DRC, a match that drew thousands of supporters and created a happy atmosphere. He is the former captain of the Guinean national team, Pascal Feinduno.
It is true that it is a party today. They say we are old, but there is still something left in the legs. We can't lose everything, otherwise we are having a good time. It is a good night.
In the end, the two sides were tied at 3 goals apiece. Nigeria's Nwankwo Kanu and former Leopard striker Mbala Mbuta Biscott scored the best goals of the night.
I came for this game. It is good because today the country has recognized that we are legends. I am proud to participate in this beautiful celebration in Kinshasa. You can see the atmosphere. It's been a long time since I found such a public. It's always a pleasure.
The Democratic Republic of Congo is facing a security crisis, especially in its east. And this was the subject of the Sport, Peace and Development Forum.
Our country is experiencing a lot of aggression, particularly in the east with our neighbors, which is making our people very uncomfortable. We must put our population together for a good development of sport, because when the population is in disarray, in full flight, it is difficult to develop our sport.
Former Racing Club de Lens defender Jimmy Ajovi-Boko was among the 150 guests, some of whom had flown in from outside the continent. As the head of the Diamba Institute, Jimmy Ajovi-Boko is dedicated to the training of young talents.
We created Diamba 20 years ago. Today, it is a real success, a reference in terms of sports and education on the African continent. We are proud. Our youth love sport. The Congolese youth, like the African youth, love sport, love soccer. We have with soccer a potential of economic development, but also social with a mobilization of the youth that we must not neglect.
A space for exchange welcomed by the former Ghanaian international Anthony Bafoué.
I think it is a great initiative. We have to continue on this basis. It is also an implementation. When we discuss in the panels, it is one thing, but the implementation is to leave a legacy, a long-term strategy, and that is very important.
The Night of African Football began in 2013 at the initiative of promoter Yves Sawadogo. And this year's edition concluded with a gala evening, the opportunity to crown former stars who have written the most prestigious chapters in the history of the continent's most popular sport.
Une grande première à Kinshasa.
A great first in Kinshasa, an event rich in color. The official closure happened here tonight, where several former stars were awarded. Guinea's Pascal Feinduno, South Africa's Mark Fish, Ghana's Stephen Appiah.
C'est dans Football Planet sur Africanews.
That's all for this special edition of Football Planet, and we now wait for the 8th edition of the same summit in the coming year. Thank you and continue staying connected on Africanews.